Hey, Mortgage Coach members, Dave Savage here, and I am interviewing Bryan LaFlamme from state of Washington. Bryan, if you could tell everybody, a little bit about your production, what
hmm
market you're in, and then we'll get into the ideas and strategies for today's call.
Oh, yeah. So we produce loans. If that's not for you on this call, then you're probably going to jump off. But we do, I'd say 120, 130 a year, and we're right around the mid 30 million range right now, just under 36 last year. So that's where we are. And we are in the Tacoma marketplace, right at Pierce King, Thurston County in Washington. Our average loan amount is probably around 270, between 250, 275.
Right on. And, I'm always, these calls are for a couple of reasons. Folks that are not on the Mortgage Coach team, get
hmm
on the team. For
Yeah.
those that aren't delivering total cost analysis to all their families, deliver more.
hmm
Why don't we just start with why do you use Mortgage Coach? Why are you on the team, and why are your families getting a total cost analysis?
I think Mortgage Coach is the simplest way to put our team above our competition. We are huge on effective and kind of creative communication with our clients and with our referral partners. And Mortgage Coach is one of the absolute easiest ways to do that, to show somebody what they're looking at in a way that's understandable for somebody who doesn't do this every day. If I go to my mechanic and want to know what's wrong with my car, I don't work on cars, but if he can show me in a way that makes sense to me what's wrong with my car and how he's going to fix it, then I'm going to believe him and go with him. That's the same reason that we use Mortgage Coach.
It just makes it simple and easy. So
Absolutely.
I also like to speak to a lot of loan officers that are doing, less than 15 million, even 10
hmm
million a year, that want to go to 20, want to go to 25. You
Yeah.
know, while you're at 33, 36 million now, kind of think back to when you were in the 10 range and
Yeah.
you shot it up to 20. What was it that helped you kind of get to that next level?
I remember about during that time when I was right around the 10 million to 12, 800,000 to 1.5 a month, was that then I had enough time to do every loan really well, all the way through, like from lead communication at the beginning all the way through post closing. I just had time for that. When I started to grow a little more, I didn't have time for that anymore. I didn't have time to provide the exact same service to all of the people that we were serving. And so it was really important to me that that same service still got provided. And I sat down and thought, all right, here's the perfect loan process. How does that look? Write it down so that as I bring people onto my team, we can just deliver that same experience over and over and over again. We're incredibly systems oriented here, to make sure every client gets the exact same experience every time. And we're always looking to improve that experience. Mortgage Coach from the beginning was part of that.
Got it. So the combination of getting clear on your system,
hmm
documenting it, using tools like Mortgage Coach so that you
Right.
could scale it and every family could get the most effective, perfect loan process possible.
Yes.
Got it. So everybody who's listening to this that you're, under 12 million a year, implementing Mortgage Coach, I mean, it could be the difference to get to that next level. When we're getting people to use Mortgage Coach, whether it's a new member, someone that's just trying to engage and get started, we're saying that it's going to increase your conversion rate,
hmm
improve your performance by 15 to 25%. You feel like that's a fair amount of value that we're bringing
Yeah,
to the
I think
table?
I think if you're only getting 15 to 20% extra conversion by using Mortgage Coach, that's amazing. But I still think it's a little low. Personally, I don't remember ever having lost a person that I gave a Mortgage Coach analysis to, where it made sense for them. There's times where I give Mortgage Coach analysis on annual mortgage reviews where it doesn't make sense for somebody to refinance. And I love saying that too. Like, hey, you're in the best mortgage possible. You must have had an incredible lender who did your loan originally. This is where you should be staying, and this shows you where you should be staying. I'm not just trying to make money off of you. I'm trying to help you be in the best mortgage possible. That's the only time that I can remember giving out a total cost analysis. Somebody did not move forward with either refinance or a purchase.
Love,
So yeah.
love,
So
love,
what?
love that. And
Yeah.
then also all you loan officers that are having to give pricing concessions,
Mm,
again, advice over price. If you are
absolutely.
delivering advice, you're making it tangible with the total cost analysis, you're going
hmm
to have less pricing exceptions, you're going to get more conversion, and you're
Yeah.
going to get more referrals. So let's talk about how you're getting referrals and how you're using Mortgage Coach in your annual review or mortgage
hmm
review process. Let's just focus on that part of your business.
Yeah. We tell clients and we tell realtors when we sit down with realtors, initially we talk about our communication plan. And part of that communication plan is obviously post close follow up. We want to send referrals back to them as much as possible. And one of those things we do is an annual mortgage review, which if you're not doing it on your business, it should be the very first thing you do with the very first loan you close is set them up for an annual mortgage review, because that's just extra business coming in, and you're providing a service to them that, I mean, really, they're not expecting it, that they should be getting from somebody who's a professional. So we send out the annual mortgage review. We let them know it's coming. We call them to let them know it's coming. We send it over to them. And then Mortgage Coach is amazing at how it lets you know when they've opened it, how many times they've opened it. If they haven't opened it, then it won't say that they've opened it. And those are all good calls of action to call back and go over that information with them. So the annual mortgage review is fantastic. This is your mortgage. Here's what I think you should do with your mortgage, and let's get going on it.
Give me a little sense of what the scripting sounds like for the family at the point of sale, like literally a 30-second, no more than a minute of
the
scripting.
video, or in the video, or when we call, like, because we do the Mortgage Coach with a video. I do. So you want that, or do you want when?
Let's do both. Let's do the client call, and then let's do the video,
okay.
And that'll be two great scripts within this one call.
So the client call goes something along the lines of, hey, this is, Bryan with the LaFlamme Group at Eagle Home Mortgage, just calling for your annual mortgage review. How was your first year in your home? I know we've talked a bit. We catch up some. And then I go over what an annual mortgage review is, and reiterate again
Your
to them.
phone's getting ready to fall.
Oh, I got all these texts. Yeah. I'm a very popular man.
There you go.
It's my
Sorry about breaking your chain there.
And so I talked to them about what an annual mortgage review is. Like, look, I'm your mortgage professional. It's my job to watch the mortgage market while it's your job to enjoy your home. We're watching the market every single day, and we're going to let you know when it's a good time to make a move that's going to benefit you and your family. That's all our annual mortgage review does. We're incredibly excited when we get to tell borrowers again, this is still a script. We're incredibly excited when we get to tell you that, hey, you're in the best mortgage possible, and there's no need to move forward right now with anything else, but you can lay your head down tonight knowing, oh my God, I got the best mortgage available to me in the market. That's the initial call. And then I'll say, hey, look out for an email from us. It's going to have a link. You just click on that link. Download the app if you want to look at it on your phone. If not, then you'll just click on the link. My face will come up and talk you through the entire presentation, and you'll know by the end of that what our advice is.
Beautiful. And then give us a feel for what's on the video that you forward to the client.
So on the video, we've gone through and saw what we think is best for them already. And I love that Mortgage Coach on the left side of the screen, where it talks about the different options before the savings come down on the right side. We have the ability to highlight certain areas. So I can highlight what their current payment is versus the payment we're going to, or their current mortgage versus what their freedom point might be if they go to a 15 or a 20, or maybe they refinance to a 30. And a lot of times what we'll do is say, hey, you can refinance to a 30-year fix. You're going to save $250 a month. But imagine if you were to reapply that towards your principal balance and keep your same mortgage payment that you're comfortable with now. Your freedom point is going to be 22 years instead of the 28 years that you're at now. So you don't change anything about your lifestyle. You refinance to a lower interest rate mortgage with a lower payment. Keep your same payment, and you're going to pay this loan off so much easier. That's the main thing. 30-year fix, same payment.
That's the main one. And then how long does it take you or someone on your team to create a Mortgage Coach total cost analysis?
When I was doing it myself, it would take about 15 minutes by putting the client information in, going through all the pricing and putting their old loan in and the new loan. The first time it takes about that, but it takes much less time now since we do it during the pre-approval stage. So their information's already all in there. We just put in a couple of mortgage options, and that maybe takes 5 minutes. Then we do the video.
Yeah. So best practice, if you're watching this, is to get it down to 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. You've got to do it 20 or more times. Your first one is not the easiest. They get easier every time. Some people, by the time they get to 5 to 7, they're under 5 minutes. Some things it takes 20. But the best practice is you start the pre-approval with the total cost analysis. Mm-hmm. Some loan officers update it between the time that they close it. And then it's all about managing that mortgage over time and maximizing the referrals. Yeah. So if your goal is to maximize conversion, maximize referrals during the loan in process, maximize referrals and loans after the loan closes, then you've got to give a total cost analysis. So a couple things. By the way, how do you integrate it with your realtors? Like, how do they know about the total cost analysis? And if so, how is it integrated into those conversations?
We have collateral that I bring to every realtor meeting. We have a book that's called Wow versus Win that we made. So our goal is absolutely to wow every in one transaction. And in that, we go over the annual mortgage review and have a screenshot of Mortgage Coach on there and say, well, these are the sorts of services that we provide to your clients. And this is what puts us above our competition. We take the extra effort to go the extra mile to make sure that they understand 100% what they're getting into. Mortgages are difficult. Like, they're hard for when you sit across the table from somebody and you've never done a mortgage before. It should look it should be simple for them. They should feel like it's, they say that the best people make it look the easiest, so it should look easy to them. And secondly, they should feel like, well, this is a professional thing that a professional is doing for me. This is a big deal. One of the biggest decisions I'll ever make. I want it to be in the hands of somebody who takes it just as seriously. And mortgage coach is just the easiest way to make that, to give them that impression and make them have that feeling.
Well, hey, Bryan, I appreciate you taking time to share why you use Mortgage Coach, how you use Mortgage Coach. I'm also going to put a link down below to a call I did with Jeremy Forcier, top loan officer. It's the 5 questions he asks every realtor when he's meeting with an agent. Awesome video. It's going to be down below. You're watching this in YouTube. In the description down below, I'm going to put a link to the 5 questions you should ask at every realtor meeting. It also talks about how you would integrate Mortgage Coach into the realtor conversation. So this has been fantastic. If you're watching this and you got value from it, like it and share this with your team. And Bryan, I can't wait to hear your success story evolve. And thank you for taking the time today, my friend.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you, man.
All right, take care.